Hey guys, it's Woody Mark here, coming with another episode of my Road to Glory and my Road to 100 goals, where we try to get to Division 1, which is gonna be difficult, and try to get Loic Remy to 100 goals as quickly as possible, I do guess, but we are up against a pretty bad team with some pretty good players, but I am okay, pretty much. I felt incredibly rusty in this game. That's going to be my excuse, but it's still no excuse. That was just too easy to begin with. He scored, which is fair enough. At the end of this game, I do lose. I'm just going to spoil that. You can already tell that I'm going to lose this game just because with the salt levels that I am talking at. But Vargas does score to make it 1-0, and it's kind of like, oh, it's not like last episode where there's lag and I'm salty because of lag. This is just me being purely bad, and I felt I couldn't play. I had that weird feeling to my game. You guys have probably had it, but it's just weird feeling where you feel you can't attack, you can't do a thing. But good header by Monreal, actually. Monreal does score a header in this game. Probably one of the few he has ever scored in FIFA. But yeah, it's just one of those games where you kind of knew it's not going to go my way at all. This was kind of like, oh, can I get back into it? Maybe if I get a little bit of luck here. But here he actually does pretty nice skill. And I'm just there thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe I've lost this game, because at the end of the day, I've played badly and I've paid the consequences, and it's our second loss of the series already, and I'm pretty sure I was doing a lot better in my FIFA 14 Road to Glory. However, that was started like February time, so I guess lots of the so-called noobs were lower down in the who just started the game. People are a lot worse once you do your Road to Glories later on, let's say. But we have got Remy has still on that 10-goal mark from last episode. I like to remind people, as he's on a pretty good counter. It seems to be similar to what a Barbo's was like when I started the series with him, because he got a lot of goals early on, then he would get like 1 or 2 more goals per episode. So at the moment, Remy overall has been going ham. But free kick, and you don't really see this, but quick free kick to Welbeck in 1-0, and I was there thinking, why couldn't I have scored a goal like that at the beginning? And overall, this game did help me to relax, and yeah, that's pretty much the story. But into Routledge gets it back into Remy, and overall we are on the counter. And El Tarap seems like a very good player on this game, not just because he has the 5-star skill moves, but his control, his direction is very good. And Malovic seems like a handy player as well. Finishing doesn't seem great so far. And like you guys know, wingers don't seem great either. But there are a good amount of headed goals in this episode. This is only going to be a 2-game episode, if you guys are wondering. Just because it's good to vary 3 games, 2 games, kind of like that. Keep the episodes different, because some like them shorter, some like them longer. It's just the way it goes. But he makes a horrific mistake, and this guy, I never actually think anyone on FIFA is a bad player unless they literally you walk forward and you can't do a thing. But this guy wasn't probably the sharpest, his decision making wasn't greatest. He may have just thought, oh, I've lost it, and gave up kind of thing, instead of doing what most players do, oh, I've lost, time to relax and start playing well. That's probably my biggest tip. I've lost, okay, nothing to lose. Let's try score a few nice goals, see where it gets us. Again, never had a goal. Markovic. No, it's Markovic. It must be Markovic. There's no L. Silly person, but gets a headed goal. Now, I do question why he is in the box to begin with, but I'm not going to question it. I scored, so 4-0, and Welbeck on the ball. I do an okay piece of skill. Fake shot. Do probably unnecessary skill shoot, and it counts as an own goal for some strange reason. But this guy's team, you could definitely see the weaknesses. You could tell his centre-backs were solid, but definitely weaknesses in his side. 3-5-2 as well. I should really look up more of the good formations, because I kind of understand by me testing what works and what doesn't, and what seems good and what doesn't seem good, but I'm still very unsure. But Loic Remy just tucks into the corner. That finish can work well, or it can work horrifically badly. I know seasons or career mode it works exceptionally well. You'll get the goal a lot of the time, but on Ultimate Team it can be a bit fishy. But I personally feel that finish works well, and that is goal number 12, and he does get past me a little bit, and oh, I made a horrific mistake there, but I get away with it. Luckily enough, he gets the double shot on. Wilfred Boney is good on this game. I did do a video on him. Check that out. It was a while back, so don't think it's a recent video, but Capoue, literally I'm just walking forward. It's pathetic, I guess. Bale trapped on the ball. I do an okay piece of skill. I do question if that was a penalty or not, but in FIFA you take the luck you get. But when you're 6-0 up, you don't want luck. You want luck in games where it's 1-1. Oh, and he did get a red card for that. I actually never noticed that. And I always wanted to score a goal where you do the stop penalty shot, so I did it because I was like, you know what, I'm well ahead now, there's nothing I need to worry about. Let's score a nice goal that will look kind of good. And his dive was really delayed, so I think even if I went on the left side, he wouldn't have been able to save it. Penalty wasn't the greatest, but all well. But again, gameplay is continuing, and that's what I mean about Ultra, just beautiful piece of dribbling there. But into Davis gets back. Yavnat doesn't seem like a bad player per se, but wouldn't say he's the greatest player in the world. But good ball into Remy on the ball, and I just control it because he's all round, and just finesse it into the corner. Yes, that was an outside of the foot finesse shot, actually. I do believe it was fairly controlled. But that is 14 goals, so 4 goals in this episode for Remy. But you have enjoyed it, hit like button, say why comments below, and do subscribe if you want to see more. I will try to increase the FIFA content because I've been slacking recently, but it's what it is, so see you guys.